morning, another edition of the UWF Football Show. I'm Will Kennedy. He's Coach Kaleb Nobles, head coach of the University of West Florida. Big win. We're in Greenwood, South Carolina. It's a beautiful stadium here behind us.
Nice.
And you guys did a nice job here today. 70-0, the final score over Erskine. Coach, I know you were saying you wanted to get off to a good start. You wanted to keep your foot down on the gas. You guys did that today.
Yeah, it was a testament to our players and the other coaches doing a great job of getting a good game plan ready. The players executed, did a phenomenal job, and excited about how we played today.
Got some guys back. Trayvon Mitchell was back on the field. Ralph Ortiz, you're missing some. Marcus Stokes unable to play. Tony Bartolo fills in, did a really good job. We'll get into the highlights. Let's take a look at some of the highlights in this one. You guys come out, get the football to start the game, driving down the field, and then Tony throws an interception, and you think, oh, this might be that kind of day. It wasn't, but it was just a mistake.
Yeah, it was. It was just a good play by their linebacker, sandbacker, ran right under the sail route. Tony just didn't do enough to layer the ball over him. So he made some adjustments as the game went on, and I'm excited how he bounced back.
Your defense forces a punt, and in this case, Virgil had a nice return, but it got nullified by a penalty. You're starting deep in your own end, but you put together a 7-play, 90-yard drive capped off by Tony to Javon Swinton with a 14-yarder.
Yeah, doing a great job of kind of executing a lot of things that we knew they were going to run on defense, and excited that we get, starting off our own 10-yard line, doing a good job of flipping the field and then going to score off of it. Is a phenomenal job by that offense.
7-0 first quarter. Into the first quarter, you get a drive after you force them to give you the ball back. You drive down, you're in the Erskine end of the field, you fumble, kind of a snap situation. They get the football, and it's like, what is going on?
Yeah, I was saying the same thing on the
I saw
sideline.
you.
It was Ryan just trying to go snap, and the ball just rolled back there. So kind of a funky play, but I'm excited that our defense responded, kind of shut them out and give us the ball back quickly.
You get the ball back 3 and out. You go this time 6 plays, 71 yards. It's Tony to Kobe Quillen, who only catches touchdown passes.
That's
pretty
right.
much, right?
That's right.
36 yards on this one.
No, to me, that's a testament to those guys staying ready. They haven't been starters all year, doing a good job of staying ready to play. So excited about how those guys connected today.
Continue to get good field position. There's drives, and I'll go through this and say 3 plays, negative 10 yards, 3 plays, negative 2 yards. I mean, just like that, you get the football back, and this time, short field. You're starting at their 29. Virgil gets a nice punt return. You got a short field. You go 2 plays, 29 yards. It's another touchdown. This time it's to Zach Off.
Yeah, no, Tony did a great job of kind of reading it through and running exactly what we talked about. We actually had a different play called. We just changed it on the fly. So doing a great job of those guys just being ready to do what we called.
It's 21-0. We've been talking for a while. You said, I don't get to see Virgil return kicks because he does on the other side of the field. We're in Pensacola this time. He takes one, and he'd been dancing around on a couple of them, looking a little cute.
He did.
And having some great returns. This one, he hits the middle, bounces to the outside right towards our sideline, 57 yards, and it's 28-0.
No, it's a phenomenal job. I'll tell you, we work on that stuff all the time in practice of hitting wide. So excited about him, just the hard work that he puts in. It shows up on the game day. Coach Rems are doing a phenomenal job. Our entire staff getting ready, so getting those guys ready to play. Excited that it's become basically offensive weapons for us, and so it's exciting for us.
Virgil had 7 punt returns, 198 yards, a 57-yard touchdown. He almost got to 200. That's
pretty good.
If he's not GSC.
Yeah, I would say so.
I said he could almost be GSC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did. 28-0 at the half. What's the message in the locker?
To be honest, we talked about playing 60 minutes, and I preached to the guys in a team meeting last night, doing a great job a week of 60 minutes means you got to put a whole game together. It doesn't mean starting hot and finishing hot. We got to do a great job in the middle 30. So it's a challenge. Let's go get the football. Let's go score, stop them, and it's exactly what we did.
Come out of the locker room. Second half highlights. Defense forces a fumble right away. Big stick. I think Colin Shaw knocks it loose. You guys recover it. You're at their 19-yard line, and you get an opportunity to punch it in pretty quick here. Quillen again on a 22-yarder from Tony.
No, doing a great job of him staying ready and really running. We practice plays for other people to get the ball on that play, and they played a certain way, and Tony did a phenomenal job of reading the coverage and hitting the guy that was wide open. So great job by those guys of staying ready to play.
Offensive efficiency, 6 possessions in the second half, 6 touchdowns. And the next one, after you force them to punt again, it's this time you're looking a little screen pass, and we've seen this. It felt like we saw this at home recently. Jay Sharp takes it to the house from 33 yards out.
Yeah, and that's something we kind of always work and keep in the arsenal ready to go. A little throwback screen. We're always kind of studying and seeing who's chasing the football, who's not. So doing a great job of staying ready. The O-line kind of escorting to the end zone. It's a phenomenal job by those guys.
2 plays, 52 yards on that drive. -5 for Erskine on their next possession. There's another punt. You get the ball midfield-ish, 45-yard line, go down the field. This one a little more time possession.
That's right.
10 plays, 55 yards, end up punching it in there with a touchdown.
That's right. No, good. I like to see us have a variety of different drives, trying to go score quick. move the ball downfield methodically. So excited about how the offense played, and we got to keep doing that moving forward.
He was really open on that throw.
He was very open.
Tony said, it's never that open in practice, but you would run the ball down there, and then all of a sudden, there it is. You're able to get it in. So 49-0 going to the fourth quarter. You get the ball back, a sack, and you -10, and you force a punt, you get it, you're driving this time. Keeshaun Glanton comes in the game, ends up 14 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown.
Good for him.
How about
That's
that?
Nice to me. Yeah,
Finishes this one off from 7 yards out.
No, he's a great weapon, and being able to, losing a guy like Jamontez, got to have other guys step up, and our running back's done a great job of stepping up, and excited about how that second offensive line played as well.
You ran for 245 on the day. It wasn't bad at all. You get Michael Rich Jr. in the game. He gets a drive, hand off. He's just, you're eating up clock. You're rolling down the field, and all of a sudden, he gets to throw one. And man, he looked good. 2 for 20 yards. He was perfect on the day.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what we're looking for. I'm trusting him to play well when he gets his chance.
13 yards to Louis Jafino. Nice catch, nice throw.
Yeah, great job. It was a run play with an RPO tag going to it, and safety kind of triggered behind it. So good job by those guys practicing stuff and staying ready for their moment.
You get the ball one last time in this game, and it's 2 minutes-ish, and you're driving down the field, and you're running play clock down, and you're running the football, and you can't ask a guy not to run it in the end zone.
That's right.
Troy Coughlin, kudos to him. He had a great game too. I think he was like 8 yards a carry, and he gets a 11-yard touchdown.
Yeah, part of those play calls down the end is like giving young guys who don't really get a chance to play as much, giving them some carry, getting some burn. And so excited those guys get to play, and that O-line, I'm just telling you, played some out.
I thought that group that was in at the end, man, they were dominating, moving that line of scrimmage and pushing it down. 70-0 is the final score. This is as complete a game as we've seen in a while. All three phases, obviously. We talked about special teams, offense, and defense. 10 sacks. Somewhere near 18 TFLs. I mean, that's going to help that average.
Music to my ears.
Yeah, I mean, all this kind of stuff. Red zone, 7 for 7 in the red zone.
Also,
all touchdowns. Yeah, it feels pretty good.
Yeah.
And 70 points. We were talking about. I think that's the record. We had 69 against Virginia Lynchburg a couple years back at Wahoo Stadium. This is an all-around performance. We were saying you needed them. You needed to kind of put a statement down, put a marker.
For sure. Yeah, we challenge the guys. Man, there's nothing that says we can't go out and play our best, no matter who's across the line from us. So. We're focused on playing our best, doing what we're supposed to do, and it doesn't matter how many points we score. Let's just go get whatever we can and keep this thing rolling.
6-2 now, 5 straight wins, 4-1 in conference play, 2 games left.
That's right.
And it's North Greenville at home next week, and then not looking ahead, but there's another game
for sure.
After that one. North Greenville's been playing exceptionally well, right behind us in the conference. Tough one at West Alabama. Working this week.
For sure.
What can we expect from them coming in? I can't remember what their nickname was because they've changed.
It's just Trailblazers.
Trailblazers.
It's kind of weird because we've seen them a couple times on film just from crossover opponents. We got to see them versus Mississippi College, getting ready for them. We got to see them actually this week getting ready because they just played Erskine not so long ago. So really good on offense. Our offensive coordinator does a great job. Really good wide receiver that everybody in the country knows about, and Dre Williams. So you got to know where he is at all times on the field. And I really haven't seen much of defense just because we haven't crossed over that way, but I know they do some really good things on defense, and so we got to show up and play well for 60 minutes next week because that is a good football team. And I know everybody in the country is focused on the last one, but we got this one to play, and so we got to worry about this one. That's the most important game on our schedule right now.
A win is a win, but last week it came out of that win, didn't have quite the same pop. It feels like everybody has the energy right now. That's what you want 2 games left, right?
For sure. Yeah, we told ourselves when we try and go undefeated in October. We did that. Now give ourselves a chance to play championship football in November. We want to know in November, and now we got to keep stacking it up and have great energy as we move forward doing it.
Coach, congrats on the win. Of course, 2 o'clock next week, North Greenville, last home game, senior day. It'll be a big one. We'll be on the radio at 1:45. We'll be on Flow Sports at 2 o'clock. Tailgating, I think, will start at like 10 in the morning.
That's right.
So get out. We want to see a bunch of people.
Show up early.
This last game. Show up early, pack that place out, and root these Argos on, controlling their own destiny. We'll see you next time, and as always,
go Argos.